And the 2-1. Called strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting.
Number 37 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Lifted down the line in left. And that's a fair ball. And this will kick off the base of the wall.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
0 for 1 here in the early going, and it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Striding in is Bryce Harper. Flew out in his only at-bat so far, and he fouls this one off. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Hit hard to third. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on the... So now to the plate, Gavin Sheets, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. A bouncer to the left side. Gregorius is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Andrew Vaughn, the next to bat. The pitch.
Vaughn.
No balls and 1 strike. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So next to bat will be Cesar Hernandez as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give out a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
In the dirt here. Hernandez is off of first with 2 away. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A man left for the White Sox. It remains 1-0. New inning set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. A swing and a ball into the corner that hooks foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Grandal has a play. 1 out. 1 out, bases empty, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. 2 are gone in the Philly fourth, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here comes another 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Phillies down in order. They lead it 1-0. Digging in will be Luis Robert. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Realmuto gathers. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. Next to hit is Jose Abreu. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now back, left field.
So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox fourth. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Fouled away. The next 0-2. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So Yoan Moncada has a chance following that 2-out base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to the right. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force. And with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. White Sox leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
The shortstop, Didi.
First offering on its way. As it's grounded sharply to first. Taken in by Abreu. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting. The designated.
Digging in now for Philadelphia. Brad Miller. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One out, nobody on. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it's gone.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
So now to the plate, Freddie Galvis, fielded by Abreu, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter.
Stepping in once again is number 37. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
And that's in there, base hit. So Bryce Harper will get a chance to hit here this inning following the base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Roll. He fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Harper swings and sends a ball well hit out to right. Looking up is the right fielder, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs
and the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So 4 runs in the... And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Leading up for the right field, the catcher.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. At the plate now, Gavin Sheets. In there, a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
There's one. Out. Next to hit, Cesar Hernandez. A base hit in his first trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Fouled off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
That was a mistake with location, and he drove it out of here. I can't overstate how important this home run is, folks. It's not just the 2 runs. It's what he does to the guys in the dugout. 5-0 seems pretty desperate, but 5-2 is doable. That changed the whole feel of this game.
The batter, number 7.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. And right away, he's baffled by the breaking ball that time. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Popped him up. Segura is under it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. Now it'll be JT Realmuto. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
On the ground to the left side. Anderson brings it in. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Just an absolute bang-bang play at first, and we'll use the show track data to give you a better look at it. The runner was hustling all the way, but an 89-mile-an-hour laser across the infield was what it took to beat him. That's elite arm strength on that play. Didi Gregorius is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Giving chase is Jimenez. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're still out in front, 5-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and into bat next is Luis Robert.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
And he falls behind 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Number 37 is there, and he has it for the out.
Up next for Chicago.
So 1 away, and that'll bring in the dangerous Cuban slugger, Jose Abreu. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And gone. An absolute bomb. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, Hero, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Eloy Jimenez is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Jimenez is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Next to dig in, Yohan Moncada. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, and it's fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Moncada leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll settle for a single here as they whip it back in quickly.
Now back, the designated hitter, Gavin.
Stepping in now, Gavin Sheets, and he fouls this one off. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Lifted the other way to left center, and he can't track it down. A base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with two gone.
Right fielder.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking, and we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. But not before they answer back. And now, Brad Miller. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
Up next,
digging in, the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ball one. Fouled away. The 1-1. Fouled off. Bases are empty, one man out. 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now back.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, number 37. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he is into third with a triple. His third hit of the night.
Well, if he wants to hit for the cycle and get in the history books, he's got the hardest three parts of it out of the way. Normally, this is the tough.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. No damage done after the two-out triple. More from Citizens Bank Park in just a moment. Cesar Hernandez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a line drive. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row.
Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
And it's fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1, here's the pitch. And this is popped up near second base. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone.
The batter.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings up Luis Robert. He's set, here it comes. And this is popped up near second base. Gregorius is there, 2 down. So 2 away here is the Sox bat in the 7th. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. A man left for the White Sox. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out, and that brings up JT Realmuto. In there, strike 1. Harper takes his lead at third with 1 away. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run is in to score on the sac fly as they double things up to lead it 6-3.
The left fielder.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Popped him up. Abreu is there for it. And that ends the inning. Hector Neris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 50.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Eloy Jimenez struck out in his last trip to the plate. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
And you know what, Dilo, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Now back.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. He's set and the pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it.
For most people, being down 0-1 would seem like a lot, but this guy is such a good hitter. He doesn't care going deep in the count. He's got runners on base. He has a game plan every time he comes to the plate. Let's see how this one plays out.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Hit softly down the line at first. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, Dero. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder, and that one is gone. Now at the plate here is Brad Miller. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
And he got him. So here is Freddie Galvis. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. One out, nobody on. Lifted the other way to left center. Waiting on it is Jimenez. 2 down. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go number 37. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle. Hit to third. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. The Phillies get one in the frame, courtesy of this. Ian Kennedy enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 31.
Now into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He went deep back in the 5th. Hit to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he'll reach first safely. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
The batter will be Luis Robert, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Don't want to forget about him. Here comes the 0-1. This one's flared toward left center. Coming on is McCutchen. He can't get to it. This one's down. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A 1 pitch on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
That's a big strike out there with a tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Eloy Jimenez stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
This was a fun game to watch all the way around. There was lots of action, 12 total runs scored on the board, and a pretty close finish to boot.
7-5 tonight's final. The Philadelphia Phillies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Zach Wheeler earns the victory on the mound. Lance Lynn was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. for the White Sox. 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Alright guys, I just lost to the Phillies 7-5. It was a good game. We almost had them. But like I said, it was just for fun. But it was a good game, good match. And an awesome fight with the Phillies. So once again, they beat us 5-7. But it was a good game. Good game.